Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
Okay, so my best friend has an itinerary for her bachelorette party, but it's outside of my budget, and I don't know how to tell her that.
Uh-oh. How much outside the budget?
So she's an engineer. She makes six figures, so every activity is at least $150.
What do you estimate the total trip going to cost you?
The total, I've already paid for the flight, and I already bought the hotel, and I didn't want to spend any more than I spent on the hotel and the flight, so I have about $400 for a 3-day weekend.
Well, it sounds like you're in it now, Serenity. You bought the flights and you bought the hotel.
Yeah.
Are they refundable?
No, they're not.
Oh, man. So now you're going to be at the restaurant just eating the chips and drinking water, is what you're saying.
Are you in the wedding, presumably?
So it's just going to be her siblings in the wedding.
Listen.
I'm not going to be in the wedding.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Now, you and I went viral
So
one
messed
time
up.
before talking about one of these type of trips.
It's so messed up. I feel as though, can I just, Serenity, give me a moment to just rant for a minute? Because I'm sure your bestie, like she's your friend and everything like that. But I do feel like it can be a little tone deaf to have these big bachelorette trips. If you're already in the dadgum wedding, you already have to get a dress or a tuxedo, and then don't let it be a destination
she's
wedding.
Not in the wedding. Did you catch that?
You're not in the wedding at all?
No.
No, just the siblings are the only ones that are going to be in the wedding.
Okay.
And so this is great. Let me get a little more information because I knew she was about ready to rant.
I was.
So you've paid for the hotel and the airfare, and if I heard you right, you have $400 of spending money for this weekend, 3-day weekend, correct?
Correct.
But how much did you spend on the flight and hotels so far?
They were about $350 each. $350 for the hotel, $350 for the flight.
Well, so what's the
I'm getting to it. Do you have debt? It's like, clearly this is bothering you. Is it because you have other financial goals and this is really just
yes, and
sticking in your craw?
I just wanted to show up for her. And yes, I just wanted to show up for her. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Is there anything happening that's not $150 every time they go do it? Like, No,
and I was going to suggest it, but I don't know if that takes away from her moment, you know?
How many, sorry, I'm asking a few more questions. How many events does she have scheduled, and what would that cost you? I'm trying to be real here. At $150 per pop, how many things does she have scheduled, and what's that going to cost you?
Ken, I'm busting.
I know you are, but you're going to bust too soon on this deal, and I got to get some information. How much are we talking about, Serenity?
Honestly, if I was to do everything on our itinerary, I'll be spending about $650.
Okay, you have $400 to spend. I'm trying to help her with a reality. I know you're upset that she's even going, but my point is, see, this is how we went viral before. I'm trying to help her in the moment. So in the moment, okay, you can do 2 events.
Yes,
that's all you can do. You got 2 events at $150. That leaves you a little $100, and you come up with a headache on a couple of these deals and miss it.
I don't think it's too late to not go.
She can't get refunded.
Here's the thing. Usually, if I
spend it, I'm going to spend it.
Usually with the hotel, if you go back, as long as it's more than 24 hours notice, usually you can get that back.
But she said she couldn't. So let's clarify. Serenity, did you go to the hotel?
You know for sure.
I cannot.
All right, that's what I'm saying. So now here's the deal. I'm always thinking about the big picture. All right? This isn't just a money play. So she wants to be a part of this weekend.
Yes.
Special lady in her life.
Yes.
Longtime friend. I say go, and you budget the $400. You got $400?
Yeah, I mean, you can only spend $400.
So you can have a $400 worth of fun or bachelorette activities. Am I right?
Okay. Yeah, that's reasonable.
And you have 2 options. You tell her, hey, listen, I'm getting out of debt. And
no,
so
you can't tell her that.
Sure she can. She can just be straight up and go, look, I've got $400 to spend. I'm going to come to this outing, and I'm going to come to this outing. I can't do the rest. I said she has options. She doesn't have to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting she does that, but I don't know their relationship. Or, you know what?
She didn't get in the wedding.
I'm going to be real straight up right now. We've all been to a thing where we didn't want to do all the things.
Yeah.
And we go, I got a headache. Mm-hmm. Or my stomach doesn't feel very good right now. I mean, come on. I think it calls for that because you're there. She feels loved and supported. You don't want to feel ostracized for your fee and Ramsey cash.
What are the activities? Are you allowed to tell us, or does it involve?
Oh, I like this even more.
So it's basically like the biggest things on the list are just dinner and brunch.
Okay, so I feel like you can.
Everything on the menu is like maybe minimum $40 minimum.
Oh,
okay.
Well, now I can get around that.
Right.
Yeah.
And
that's where you make a couple friends. You know any other girls going on this trip?
Mm-hmm. There you go, Ken.
You see where I'm going?
It's a group.
Hey, but you know the girls, so
you're not the only one feeling this.
I'm telling you what I'm doing.
We're saying.
I'm sitting here like this. I'm looking at the menu, and I'm going, hey, Jade, do you want to split a salad?
This is where you call up the friend.
Come
that
on.
Whenever something happens, y'all just look at each other like this. You don't even have to say anything. You just look.
Like this.
You call up that friend.
Yeah.
And say, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I ain't spending $40, girl.
Exactly.
Or however it is you all talk to each other. That's my best impersonation.
Just that, girl. Have you looked at this menu? Because I am not the one. I am not going. How can we make this work? You and me, let's get together because I'm only trying to spend $400. That's how we're doing this.
I mean, Caesar salad, soup.
Yep.
I could stretch $400. You know, you don't want to go to brunch. How come you're not coming to brunch?
We're not ordering alcohol, unfortunately.
I gotta get my TPS reports in. I had to leave work. I mean, come on.
Now, don't tell her to tell a lie now, Ken. Come on now.
See, I don't think that's lying. I think that is just socially we're just creating some harmony. I don't want to come to everything. Don't tell me you've skipped out on some invite. I bet you, Stacey, and I've invited you and Sam, and you gave me a little excuse at once or twice. You've never given me an excuse?
To you, Ken. I would never do that to you.
But you've done it before.
I've done it before.
All right, then. I think we could call that a little white lie that doesn't hurt anybody.
Oh, yeah. But I like the idea. Yeah, you get together with
real.
Other bestie, the other one of you that's not in the wedding, and y'all make it happen. Because guaranteed, stuff like this, we think, we're isolated. We think we're the only one. And I promise you, somebody else is feeling like you're feeling.
By the way, Serenity, since I'm so full of helpful tips on this call, I'm feeling pretty good right now. How long do we have before we go on this trip?
It's next week.
Next week. Okay. I'm going to sell $200 or $300 worth of stuff around my house that I don't need.
No.
Yes.
Pay
for the trip.
I am not selling my stuff to go to your wedding. Period.
I would.
Ken, you're trying to please too many people out here.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Serenity? Say it again.
I could side hustle the money.
Then we make everybody happy and we don't go backwards in our baby steps journey. Jade, you're too cheap. You got to be a friend.
No, man.
You got to be a friend. Got to go.
A $1,200 friend? I still got to get the gift, Ken.
$600 max.
I still got to get the gift.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.